Hi, I'm Jeremy Wolf, Executive Director of the nonprofit More Than Baseball, 2016 Trinity graduate, the year we won the national championship, the year I was drafted that year by the New York Mets in the 31st round. And I was asked to come here to speak to talk about what Trinity did to help kind of propel More Than Baseball. And the Trinity connection has been unbelievably important. The amazing Mary Ullman Jaffet is on my board of directors. Dr. Tingle, Dr. Moraes, Dr. Balrera, Dr. Duperty, Dr. Anderson. I've had conversations with all of them because they have so much. Mike Bacon has been unbelievably important to the growth of More Than Baseball as well, because all of these guys, all these people, these amazing, wonderful educators care so much about their students during and after their time at Trinity. And so More Than Baseball, the success of this organization would not be possible without Trinity, number one, because I got the opportunity to play college baseball there. But number two, because of all of these amazing connections that Trinity gives, all these amazing people that work there and really care about their students and who they teach. And so, all of these amazing Trinity connections are part of the reason why we've had a tremendous amount of success in baseball. The things I learned at Trinity have been really paramount in how we're able to convey some of these messages and how we're able to think critically about minor league baseball and professional baseball. I was drafted in the 31st round, which means I signed for a very little amount of money. I went to Trinity, which means I have a lot of student loan debt. And it was something that I had always dreamt of doing. It was something that every baseball player dreams of doing. It was an opportunity that I had to pursue. Because of my time in professional baseball, I am in this position where I'm in, where I'm part of an organization that is really, really, truly changing how people see, number one, the value of professional baseball, not Major League Baseball necessarily, but the value that over 4,000 minor league baseball players have in America, the value that they have that can bring back to the Dominican and Venezuela or Mexico. But the importance of the community around minor league baseball players, the 120 plus minor league organizations, unfortunately some are going to be cut. Unfortunately, already 2,000 minor leaguers have been cut. But the value that minor league baseball has in their communities, in a small minor league town, in a Kingsport, Tennessee, in a Greenville, South Carolina, in a Chattanooga, Tennessee, in across the country, these minor league teams are important staples of their community. It's cheap, family, fun entertainment, and these minor league baseball players. It's my job and our job as an organization to show the value that these guys have both on and off the field, and because of the critical thinking that I learned at Trinity, I've been able to convey the importance of More Than Baseball as an organization throughout the ranks of professional baseball, because we've been able to tap into a need that minor leaguers have, and that's, yes, they don't make a lot of money. I made between $3,000 and $10,000 a year as a minor leaguer, $45 to $75 per game depending on the level I play at. It's important to note that, yes, these guys are playing a game. They're playing professional baseball. But the system sees them as numbers and cogs in the machine, when professional athletes need to develop with focus and clarity and the ability to focus on their recovery and their development as athletes and as people. And the system that's set up for them doesn't do that. The system isn't set up for them to succeed. The system is set up so that first through third round picks can get to the major leagues. When they just shrunk the draft from 40 rounds to 20 rounds, when there's a vast majority of guys who are amazing ball players who just don't have the opportunity to develop because they don't have the opportunity to focus on that development. They have to focus on the fact that they're not being paid enough to pay for their car, to pay for housing, to pay for food, equipment, student loans, etc., etc. And when you're a minor leaguer, all you're focusing on is how can I do well today? But your body hurts because you slept on an air mattress in a kitchen in an apartment with 8 other guys. You walked to the field that day because nobody has a car who lives near you. You rode your bike 6 miles to the field, up hills, and almost getting hit by a car to go play professional baseball when the bat boy and the hot dog vendor made more than you that night. Minor league baseball is not set up for these players to succeed, unfortunately. And I've had the great fortune to work with 2 amazing professional baseball players. One, Slade Heathcott, a first-round pick for the New York Yankees, played 10 years of professional baseball, 1 year in the big leagues. Simon Rosenblum-Larson, who was a junior draft pick out of Harvard, was a 19th round pick, and is working his way up with the Tampa Bay Rays. We have a group of 150 ambassadors that we work really close with. Some American, some Dominican, some Venezuelan, some Puerto Rican as well. We work closely with all 30 major league teams, Players Union and Major League Baseball, because minor league baseball players are important in professional baseball. We do camps across the country, helping bring minor leaguers to the community, helping bring 100 kids out to do a camp, and helping pay minor leaguers for their time. Some instances making them a third or even half of what they made that season in just one weekend of a camp or 1 week of a camp with us. It's important to note that there are 4,000 minor league baseball players now. There is a draft of, it was 40 rounds, now 20 rounds every year. There are new guys every year coming in, which means there's new guys coming in and needing that assistance. I played 2 years with the New York Mets, 2016-2017. I got a herniated disc at the end of my career. I was released. I was released before I could walk yet. I was released before I could get out of bed to get my phone. That's unfortunate because I was injured on the field. I slid into second base and my disc had ruptured. And that entire experience was unbelievably life-changing. But I knew that I wasn't the only one who had a situation like that. And I wasn't the only one who struggled to make ends meet. And I wasn't the only one who had to pay for their own housing, food, equipment. And luckily, I was 2 years in minor league baseball and had a Trinity degree to fall back on. When there are guys who get drafted at 21, 22, some signed at 18, some don't even speak English when they come to America. High school guys signed for $500, $600, $800, $1 million, $800,000, $1 million, spend it on cars and houses, and they have nothing when they're done playing. And so I knew that I had to do something to build something that is self-sustaining, can support these players. And I knew that more than just me that year was going to get released and have nothing to fall back into. And I was tired of seeing 28-year-olds, excellent baseball players, have nothing to show for their professional baseball career, and have to go to an entry-level job at 28 or 29. Have to go back and be high school coaches because that's all they're qualified to do at this point. It's unfortunate that that's the system that's set up, but it is. And so More Than Baseball has career development programs that have been established to help bring in these guys and help educate them on building a resume, a LinkedIn, how to use professional baseball in an interview, how to do things in the off season and in your free time to help build up a business or learn how to be a real professional, kind of using minor league baseball as a stepping stone to success and not just a detriment to future earnings and career. we're helping educate our Dominican players, helping get them high school diplomas, helping teach them English, helping build a system that can help support them in America if they were to stay. Can we get them to university? Can we get them to a community college? Can we help get them a student visa to help stay in America when they're done playing? So they don't have to flee here. So they don't have to illegally stay here. So they don't have to get married and feel like getting married is the only thing that will help them stay in America. Unfortunately, a lot of guys know that that's the case. A lot of guys know that that's true, and you ask any minor league baseball player, they know people who got married when they shouldn't have to stay in America. And so more than baseball, all of these things together, helping get them housing, food, equipment, helping get them career education, helping with their mental health. We have independent mental health coaches that we work closely with that help, our players. One psychiatrist, a handful of sports psychologists, and then former player mentors who want to come in and help these guys. All of this is really important for the growth of baseball and the importance of baseball in this country. When you give people the support, when you give people the opportunity to focus on their development, they're going to perform better. They're going to be happier. And if you give them the opportunity to fall back on something when they're done playing, it leads to more success on the field. The difference between hitting 300 and 250, 235 is 3 hits. 3 hits. By getting this kid a mattress and quality equipment and feeding him better and helping him build a business outside of baseball so he has something to just look forward to when he's done being at the field for 12 hours a day, making less than minimum wage. If he's happier as a person, if he knows that baseball is a stepping stone and not a detriment or a pause to a normal life, is he gonna perform better? Absolutely. There's no question to that. So More Than Baseball is putting that into practice. And thanks to the amazing Mary Elma Jaffet, who's on the board of directors. Thanks to Dr. Moraes, Dr. Tingle, and Dr. Balrera, and Dr. Dupertree, and all of the amazing Trinity connections that Mike Bacon, all the amazing Trinity connections that I cultivated at while I was in school to now, is not only helping me in my path, but is assisting in the development of baseball across the world. I'm on the Olympic team for Israel. I was lucky enough to have been chosen to represent Israel in the European tournament, the Olympic qualifier, and we happened to win that tournament and make it to Tokyo. We happened to make it! And so I was supposed to go to Tokyo this year, and I didn't because of all of this. I was really fortunate to have been given a passport. I lived in San Antonio, after I got released in 2018. I lived in San Antonio for a year and a half or so. I got a passport to live in Israel, and I was like, I'm gonna go do it. The government gives Americans money to go live over there, and so I did. And I lived there for about 6 months, and it was the most amazing, enriching thing that I could have ever done. And now to have the ability to represent Israel on a global stage. The guy who got no college opportunities except for Trinity, the ability for me to play professional baseball for my favorite team, for the New York Mets, the ability to represent Israel, the ability to live in Israel because of baseball. Trinity opened these doors for me. Yes, I have. I have plenty of student loans left. Yes, I do more than baseball and full-time, and it took 2 years to get this nonprofit to a full-time place. But I wake up every day excited and loving what I do, and I know that the money will come, and I know that being able to, this is my career, this is what I've chosen to do, and because of Trinity, I have those opportunities, and because of those opportunities, I'm unbelievably grateful and fulfilled every day, because I'm able to, because we started this business from the ground up, and we're making some real change, and we're doing the things that we need to do in the game of baseball to make it a better place. And so that's more than baseball. I don't know how to close it out. I want to say thank you to all of the people who have helped along the way to make More Than Baseball this amazing community of professional athletes, of fans, of kids. Everyone has been so supportive because they love baseball and they want it to thrive, and I think that's important for the growth of baseball. And so hopefully we can do some stuff in San Antonio soon. Hopefully we can do some Trinity / More Than Baseball things. Hopefully, I'm hoping that More Than Baseball isn't around in the next 5 years, because that means we fixed the problem. But if I am, I would love to see you at one of our camps or at a game soon. So feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm open to talking, and I can't thank you guys enough for letting me tell this story. Thank you.